What's up, my name is Riz DaRula from 9South Vapes, and we were at Vape Capital Studios. How I got into vaping was essentially my mom, she was smoking at the time and started having lung complications. So I started diligently looking into, different facets of how I could get her to quit smoking. We tried to quit smoking together. That lasted about 3 weeks. Everybody knows how that goes. And then I took to the internet and I just started researching, came across Mr. Hun Lick, and he was producing an electronic cigarette. And that really intrigued me, it piqued my interest. So started doing a little bit of research, ordered one, got my mom one, done. Never touched a cigarette. I was like, okay. And I got myself one, done. Never touched a cigarette. All my family, just like that. I was like, wow, this is incredible. Like, why is this not being talked about? So I just became a whistleblower for it. I just started telling everybody that would listen, just showing them the product, all this. Then eventually the plant that I was dealing with in China, they just kind of reached out to me like, hey, would you like to be a United States distributor for us? And I was like, yeah, we can give that a shot, And it just kind of happened just naturally, really. And from there, it just progressed, It just constantly progressed. Where we originally opened up was in Tuckerton, New Jersey on Route 9, southbound. That's where the name came from, Route 9, southbound, 9South. The company's been around since 2010. I've been vaping since 2009. What led me to get into the business aspect of vaping was essentially I just couldn't fathom why nobody was really talking about this. And I didn't even think it was going to become so much as like a company where you could make money and things like this. It was more or less just like, we can help people stop smoking with this. So that's what it was. It very quickly, became apparent that we had to make some sort of actual company behind this. That's when we, developed 9South Vapes, and we started opening up brick and mortar stores, and that's really where it came from. You could see that there was something there. Like there was a lot of people that were interested in this, and the more education we were giving, it was just people were coming in left and right. And at that point, there was actually now a demand. People wanted us in different locations. So it wasn't even on my radar at the time to just keep opening up these stores. To me, I ended up thinking this was gonna be some sort of a nonprofit type thing. Slowly the demand in this area came, and in this area, and people were just like, please open up shop out here and out here. And then that's when we opened up in Cali, New Jersey. And that's when we opened up our third location, which was in Toms River, New Jersey, which definitely had a much larger demographic. And that store really solidified it, because now we just had people coming from New York City because it was fairly close and just all over. And now the word was really progressing. 9South, the juice line, came about because right away at the stores, I found this void for when I was ordering liquids. At first, when we came out, there really wasn't liquid companies. Your option was basically decaying liquid from China, which unfortunately was horrible. Yeah, it had a few flavors here and there. But right away I noticed that there was this void in, just a little more gourmet style flavors, just things together. Instead of it just being strawberry, we could mix things up. So I decided one day that I wanted to try to have a juice bar in each one of our stores' locations where you can come in, ask for anything, and we will mix it for you. And that's how it slowly started. But from there, what we started to do was every year, whatever the best flavor was as the juice bar, we would take that, repackage it, remarket it, and actually show it to the world then. With the serial killer blowing up thing, I would love to tell you that we were some sort of geniuses and we did all this amazing things behind the scenes, but that came so organically. And the one thing I love about serial killer is that's one of the only flavors where all of us, all the main mixologists, we all had a piece of that. Like we all worked on it together. We added tiny little bits. I would take it, change something up, and it's a project that all of us can take pride in, which is really nice. So yeah, so how I feel about all the bans and regulations that are trying to come to pass is I feel like it's a little far removed. They had their moment in time to stop this, but now it's kind of too big. So it's kind of like just get on board, and you're starting to see that with a lot of the big tobacco companies. But I don't really see it happening because they were coming to our shop saying, hey, you couldn't vape indoors, we're gonna fine you, things like that. But realistically, nothing ever came to pass. They tried the whole, please come grease our palms and we'll shut up kind of tactic, but it really didn't work. All the shops, we just stuck together and we're like, no, that's just not right. That's not what we're doing. And honestly, after that, they kind of just slowed down. With everything progressing now, I think the FDA and everybody, they know that they pretty much have to almost help this grow and just become a part of it if they want to stay relevant, especially big tobacco, because we definitely are, for the first time giving them a run, and they've never seen this before, and we're here. I am Riz DaRula from 9South Vapes, and I would love to thank Vape Capital for having me out here. Thank you, guys.